Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, stockmarketmentor.com, and this is probably the last time, at least in this run, that I'm going to cover DraftKings. I mean, at some point you got to say, all right, I'll take the money and run. But this is why, I wanted to mention this. So the stock printed, it opened higher, and then it printed a higher intraday high today. But the low also eclipsed yesterday's intraday low. This came a little bit below 40. Yesterday, this was above. Also, this is the term I call, that I use to call a chart like this is a gap and crap, where the stock gaps up and then craps lower. In the past, any gaps that this has had, and it hasn't had many, have typically closed higher. And so this is a change in character, and you'll look at all this volume here, massive volume on this. At some point, it's time to hit the exits. And so here are my thoughts. First of all, you don't have to sell all at once, just like you shouldn't be buying all at once. Second of all, the uptrend is still intact. Yes, we got a little dip today that eclipsed yesterday's, but the uptrend's still intact. Look at where this stock is. The stock is up in the winner's circle, which is where I like it to be, as opposed to down here in the penalty box like so many other stocks. So we like this. So the uptrend is intact. It's still trading, above the upper Bollinger Band for much of the day, as has been the case over the last week or so. So this is a monster stock. It's really, really working well. And so what I'm not doing here is calling a top and saying, okay, it's time to get out. Doing that here would have cost a lot of money. You're selling the thing. You're saying, okay, well, this is the end of the move for DraftKings, so I'm out of here. Sure, the stock pulled back, and then if you didn't get back in, you missed a big run. We could say the same thing about here, here, and even here. So I guess the point that I'm making is it looks to me like the stock is due for a bit of a sideways rest, and then after that, we don't know. We don't know if the stock does that or if it does that. But I'm just looking at this as a good opportunity to take some stock off the table. If you want to take it all off, it's been a heck of a trade for you. Congratulations. If you want to give it room, if you want to give it more room to run, let it go a little bit more, you can certainly do that. But lower your cost basis in the remaining shares by taking profits in part of your position. So that's the way I would be trading DraftKings. Now, members, we've got, I put Microsoft back on the growth stock list with new entry and stop placement, and the other stocks that we have in there are doing really well. So just make sure you look at the video tonight, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow.